Try these foil boat ribs, you won't believe it. Hey kids, let's do some spare ribs. We've trimmed them down just like we do with the competition. You've seen a million of my videos where I trim ribs, so we can skip that. So let's start this. We're gonna do it with some sweet money and then just a tiny little layer of sweet money hot. So let's get started. Let me put my binder on. Oh wait, I don't use binder. We've all been trained to use mustard. Okay, I don't believe in it. What I have is I have the juices from the meat and I have salt. Okay, the salt's gonna pull the juices up and it's gonna sweat or shine. I talk about it all the time. Okay, so we got our sweet money here. Now we're gonna get the edges by using the overspray, as I call it. So now a little hot. This rub will not fall off if you let it rest before you put it on the cooker. It's just not gonna happen. There's a chemical reaction that's gonna happen with the salt and the meat, and it's gonna stick beautifully. Just give it time. Now they say you can't taste mustard. That's true now. The only time I'll use, maybe taste a little bit, the only time I use a binder is if I want it to have flavor, like sriracha. I can easily coat these ribs in sriracha very thinly and put the rub on top of it. What would happen then is, when you were done, a lot of the heat of the sriracha would be cooked out, but you would still taste the peppers and a little bit of the richness from the smoked peppers in the sauce. So anyway, we're not doing that now, we're doing ribs, but it gives me a chance to talk to you about just some basic things you see on the internet. And because everybody does it, doesn't mean it's right. The other key thing is, I see a lot of people using a lot of things that they see their heroes do. Number one, a lot of times their heroes are paid to play it, paid to use it, and they're not telling you that. The other thing is, some of your heroes may have seen somebody else on the internet do it, and that's why it's happened. So what we have right here, I've just patted it down. I'm gonna let it sit for about 15, 20 minutes, and I'll show you how they shine. Let's put them on the BPS drum, and you'll get a good idea about how they're shining here. We're probably gonna put them around here for an hour and a half or 160 degrees, which we'll use our trusty Thermopin 1 for. There you go. Good night. Have a nice smoke bath. I'll miss you. I can hear all you guys saying, oh, no glue. Oh, no glue, Papa. You've lost your mind. This is what we do in competition. We're going to put some agave down. We're going to put some stash. Oh, do I love you, stash. Stash is a lot like sweet money, a finer grind. Wonderful flavor, great finishing rub. Brown sugar. Yes, we use brown sugar. We like brown sugar. Here we go. And we're gonna put a pat of butter there, pat of butter there, and don't tell anybody, half a pad there. Meat side down. We'll just give them a little more butter on the back, and that's about it. A little stash fix. Okay, we want to go a little agave on the back, but not much. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to wrap these up. So I'm wrapping them tight so there's no air. As best I can. It's double wrapped, so I make sure I don't get punctured. Now another thing, little pro tip. You see a lot of people, they foil and they just fold over like that. Well, what you've done is you've got, this end has got twice as much foil as the center. So what we want to do is roll it up so it holds the liquid in and everything's tight, but all of the meat has got the same layer of foil, which means an even cook across it. So here we're going to set these aside. We'll go out to the cooker. Agave. Stash. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. Just think about the Rolling Stones every time I grab brown sugar. Butter, 1, 2 and a half. Okay, these are on about an hour and a half, hour 45, and they're gonna probably take about another hour, hour 45. We'll check them. Remember, bend up here and make sure that you're not putting a big wad of extra foil over the rib. And we'll see you In an hour and a half, bring napkins. Okay, the ribs are off of the BPS drum. Look at that beautiful pullback we have on the bones. Let me give it a little stash. And we're gonna take this Granny's, a heavy drizzle. Now we're gonna make the foil boat rib. We're gonna create a boat around it that's pretty tight. We don't wanna spill any of it, so it's gonna go in a pan, go out of the cooker. Let me get this one. Whoa, these are really pretty. A little flip over. Gonna go just get a little bit of this black stuff off. A little stash just to wake it up out of its deep slumber. And now, Granny's, baby. Does anybody like that? I know I do. All right, so let me make my boat. Okay, put them in the cooker. 5 minutes is all. Okay, I don't have gloves on, but it's come out of the cooker. James, you want to pick it up and flip it around this way for me? We're taking it out of the boat here. Woo-hoo! I'm going to let James cut these for me. Now we're going to take some of the juice from the boat. And we're going to get the sides wet with the brush. Let me get them all tied together here. Let's get them really tight, like they were meant to be. Now watch this, here we go. A little stash. And then let's just see, we got one more rack. Let's see how these came out. Happy, Papa. Slice up the next rack. Okay, kids. What do you think about foil boat ribs now? Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Try these foil boat ribs. You won't believe it.